and welcome to the A Quilting Life podcast. I'm Sherri McConnell from A Quilting Life.
And I'm Chelsi from Chelsi Stratton Designs.
And we are here with you today on October 27th, Monday, the final podcast for October. It's episode 152. We're super excited to be here with you. Chelsi's got some more new quilts to share, but first, Billy is going to talk about Cozy Earth.
Yes, I'm going to talk about our sponsor today, Cozy Earth. Their mission is to transform your 5 to 9. So when you get home until the time you go to bed. And as my mom and sister mentioned last episode, there's some new products that were sent to us. I was able to pick mine up last time I was out here. And so now I can share my review with you. And that is going to be about the bubble cuddle blanket. Now, they told you about it last time, but I have to say, my wife is in love with this blanket. It really has transformed her sleep. She sleeps better with it.
Because it's heavy.
That weight, yeah. So there is weight to it. To me, right now, I need it to be about 20 degrees cooler probably before I could actually sleep with it. But so she's been using it, and the first 2 days she used it, she said, I feel better in the morning, like I just slept throughout the whole night. I never woke up or anything. Oh. And so it's warm. It's very soft. At first, you could use it on the couch, but you could also use it in the bed, and it really has helped her sleep. So, weighted blankets and stuff sort of help with anxiety and things like that if anyone deals with that kind of stuff. So super soft. I like the feel of it and the weight, but again, I think I'll be able to use it more for myself, 20 degrees cooler.
Yes.
But I'm still using the bamboo sheets. They're doing a great job for me. And the knit blanket is my Cozy Earth. So our bed's pretty much all Cozy Earth now. The sheets, a lighter blanket, and a heavier blanket.
Yeah.
So
now you just need a king size quilt from your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to second that about Mason though, because he sleeps hotter than I do. But the weighted blanket has been huge for me. I am sleeping so good, but Mason also sleeps really good with the Cozy Earth sheets. Yeah. He has the knitted blanket as well. So he has that on his side, and I have the bubble cuddle blanket on my side.
So just a couple more things to wrap it up. Remember, they have the 100-night sleep trial, and all their products have a 10-year warranty. And if you go to their website and use the code AQuiltingLife, you can get 20% off your order. So head over there if you're interested in those products and check them out there.
Okay, are you going to share your quilts?
Yeah, and I am really excited about this one. There were a lot of questions about it at Quilt Market, and so I really want to share all that information now. Both the quilts that you see on the wall and on the table are in the same pattern.
Genius.
You get both of them. Now, they are interchangeable blocks. The patchwork is the same, and you can choose to do the hearts version with those heart blocks, or you can substitute and do the trees version all in one pattern. So you have two quilt options. The yardages are on the pattern. It shows you great graphics to make all the blocks. I had a lot of shop owners very curious about this pattern, and it is a great one. You get a 2-for-1. And if you want to go Valentine's, if you want to go Christmas, so they're both included. The quilt is fat eighth friendly, so both versions use fat eighths and some yardages, hearts and trees, and both obviously finish at 61.5 and 69.5.
And what's it called again?
So Patchwork Memories.
Patchwork Memories.
And the quilt on the table, my good friend Vicky actually pieced it and quilted it for me. She is so awesome. So helpful. It turned out beautiful. And then my good friend Dawn pieced the heart quilt for me, and Marion did the cutest quilting on it. But I really wanted to tell people this is a 2-in-1. You get both of these patterns, and so you can make them both because they work for different seasons. Easy, beginner friendly. Let me just tell you, super beginner friendly, and I love them. So Patchwork Memories, I have these in my shop. And it's just a great pattern. I feel like a lot of usability. So.
Super cute.
Yeah. And I don't know that we have a Moda Minute today.
We don't have a Moda Minute, but I do want to share one thing for our friends at Fat Quarter Shop.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kimberly is Fat Quarter Shop is going to kit my Poinsettia Stars block of the month. So we will just pop up. Well, we had it. Did we have it on the podcast last time? We did.
We did.
And
We
I
had it
put
on the
that link on later, but we never mentioned it in the actual podcast.
Because we just found out.
Yeah, we just found out. So we didn't know when we filmed that. But they are going to kit it. And so we do have a link for you that we will share in the description below where you can go. And I think it's one of those notify me when the kits are available.
Pre-order type thing.
Kind of pre-order so she can know what to order, how many people are going to want them. But we were really grateful and appreciative of Fat Quarter Shop for doing that kit.
That was very, very exciting news, especially because just the work my mom put into the block of the month. It's amazing, you guys. It's amazing. So it's cool. Fat Quarter Shop is going to have kits available.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Okay, so that's everything that's new for now.
New for now. Getting ready for my socation in Hawaii next week. So I know some of the podcast listeners will be at that event.
Oh, yeah. So actually the next episode, you'll be back from there, but we're already going to have that filmed.
Yes.
So maybe end of November, you'll be able to tell the second episode
about that event. Yes.
Take lots of photos.
Yeah. But we have more than 50 women coming to sew. So very excited.
Bring me back a vial of sand.
Okay.
Something. I'm so sad.
The good thing is I can bring stuff back because I have to take 2 suitcases full of kits with me that will be empty coming home.
Yeah.
So,
oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for my dad, too. That man needs a vacation. He's going. It's really cute. I walked by my mom's office and they both have some water shoes in there. Like, they're set, you guys. They are going to Hawaii together for the first time together.
Yeah.
Dad obviously has been twice to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Billy lived in Hawaii for a year while he was going to school.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah.
But this is good because my husband and kids were like, you can't go without us. I'm like, I know.
Weren't you going to, and then
COVID
canceled your trip or something?
We had an anniversary trip booked, planned, and
paid
COVID paid
for.
Right? We got a full refund. Mm-hmm. And I actually had called Billy and was like, do you think we should get on top of this and cancel it? And he said, yeah, you're not going to be able to go there.
Yeah.
A coworker of mine at the time also had his Hawaii trip canceled.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Because of that.
It got canceled. They weren't gonna, so yeah.
Well, good. Have a good time there.
Well, yeah. And maybe we'll check out this hotel. Maybe the whole family can go sometime.
How about we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I will jump into our listener quilts for this episode. Our first one, it comes from Paige, and she said, "Hi Billy, here's my coastal summer quilt that I made using Laguna Sunrise fabrics. I love this pattern when I first saw it and had been waiting for an opportunity to make it. I love how bright and happy this quilt came out. Thanks for all of your inspiring content, fabrics, and patterns." That is from Paige.
Yeah, and that was really pretty. And I love seeing that quilt in Laguna Sunrise too, because I originally did it in Strawberry Lemonade.
Oh, okay.
So that was super fun to see it in a different collection.
All right, and our next one here, and it's titled Another Miss Magnolia Picture for future show and tell video. And this has been a very popular quilt for this segment for this year and even into last year. A good little story here, though, with this as well. She said, one of our nieces was graduating from high school this year, and I decided I wanted to make a quilt for her, which could also be a memorial quilt for her grandmother who passed away. I learned soft green is her favorite color, and she likes anything, outdoors and or nature. I had been waiting to make a Miss Magnolia quilt since the pattern was published, and I found a Fat Quarter bundle that I thought the young lady would like. Soft greens, pinks, and yellows with florals, butterflies, and dragonflies. Only problem was it was directional. After a bit of studying the pattern and fabric, I was able to make it work for Miss Magnolia with careful cutting. I wanted to make this a queen-size quilt, so again, I was in a quandary. As I began sewing, I realized the sew and flip cutoffs were the perfect number to make inner top and bottom filler borders. The quilt ended up 91 inches by 102 inches. McKenna is one happy lady telling me she loves the hugs it gives her.
Oh.
It's absolutely gorgeous. You did an incredible job on it. So clever. The borders are so cute. Everything that was put into the quilt was so thoughtful and it was so cute. I love hearing that it's well loved.
Yes.
And she said, next time I make a Magnolia or Miss Magnolia quilt, I will be careful not to buy directional fabric for it. I love both patterns, Chelsea, and plan to use them in various sizes for various gifts.
Oh, yay.
A Christmas quilt is next on my list using one of these patterns, and that's from Linda from Alaska.
You should recolor that in poinsettia and pear.
Yeah.
That would be super cute.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Hey, you might have to just recolor in every single collection.
I know.
It's such a good pattern. It's still on my list too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sending those quilts in. Earlier, I think a couple episodes ago, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm actually pretty low," and then a lot came in after that. So we have a lot of listener quilts to share here over the next few months. But okay, so we're ready to jump into our topics today then. And the first one, I sent the outline to my mom and sister, and I was hoping that I was making sense, and I threw a lot of questions out there. But essentially, I wanted to talk about the sizing of quilts and all the different aspects of the quilt. And I thought about all the times when they show their quilt videos, which were sort of right in the middle of them showing their new quilt videos, they talk about the block sizes. When they share the new fabric, they talk about the different sizes of prints, and then obviously we have the size of the quilt in general. And so I guess to start, if we start with the size of the blocks, small block quilt patterns versus large block quilt patterns. A lot of times I think I hear Chelsea say, this is a beginner-friendly quilt with the larger blocks and maybe some more advanced quilts with smaller blocks. Is that a true statement, or can there be large block quilts that aren't necessarily beginner-friendly?
I think it depends on how many pieces are in the block as to
Yes.
the beginner-friendly, but definitely larger blocks are easier to work with, and smaller blocks often require more precision to get them right. But I think it's basically how many pieces are in that block, how many seams have to be sewn. Would you say?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I don't think it's like, oh, smaller blocks are easier, harder, vice versa. I do think it's the pieces. Like I'm even looking, but I do agree. If you have a small block with tons of pieces that are tiny, like the precision, you have to make sure. I mean, I've done sampler and blockheads blocks, that had a ton of pieces, and I'm looking at your Mahalo block. It's a large block, but has a lot of pieces.
Yeah,
and
that's a difficult.
It's a difficult quilt.
Definitely intermediate.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
it's a large block.
It's a large block.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a 22-inch block, I think.
So I agree. I think it depends on pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just all about piecing then.
Yeah.
Within the size of the blocks. But do you feel like in general that I don't know, your beginner friendly quilts then, Chelsea, are a lot of those when those big block quilts are a less amount of piecing? Like, is that why they're so beginner friendly?
Yeah, because I feel like that's the direction I usually go is simple piecing techniques. You're going to find that in almost all of my patterns. That does not mean it's going to take away from an intricate design though. I have quilts that I have had people email me and say, oh my goodness, is this English paper piece? Does this require a template? And I'm like, no.
Right.
It's simple piecing techniques, traditional methods. And they're always so happy because they're like looking at this quilt block and saying, I don't think I can make that, but I make it so that you can make it. So
yeah.
And then I guess then the next question to coordinate with that then, if you're making a larger block and using bigger piecing in that block, is that a better time to use your larger prints from your fabrics? Or do you not really think about that? If you have a large print, like I know it's off the camera, but like there's a large floral over there.
Yeah.
And you were making a small block, Mom, would you use that, or would you want to use a smaller printed fabric.
Well, kind of, if people are looking at you, the quilt on the wall behind you, the centers of those blocks, some of them have, that's a larger floral put in the center of that block. So it kind of shows it off. But then, in the smaller blocks too, I think just having that open space to show off those bigger prints is super helpful. But as far as, I also don't mind cutting them up. I don't mind cutting up a large print. Yeah.
So if I could say one thing though, and maybe I can pull this with me, but like this one here, I don't know if you can see it. That's a smaller print within a smaller block,
right?
Essentially, I mean, it's a block within a block. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
So, and is that the same as that?
No, that's actually a smaller print.
Okay, so it's smaller.
Too.
So that, I think that sort of shows, or what I was thinking anyway, that smaller print. Within a smaller area, larger print within a larger area.
Yeah, and I did go with that on this pattern. We had all different sizes of those low volume prints, and I took the big one and wanted it in the centers of all the larger blocks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so then the next questions as far as sizing that I had for you guys is more in like the designing of your quilt patterns. So when you start, are you thinking of, is this going to be a big block quilt or a small block quilt, or do you just work on the actual design of the blocks and then figure that out later?
I usually start with a block size. Do you?
Yeah, I start with block size.
Okay. Yeah. I already know I'm going to do 12 inch or I'm going to do 9 inch.
Yeah. But I will say this, I will have a design already thought up in my head sometimes, and I know that will work better for a larger block, or this will work better for a smaller sized block. But I always do start with the block size. And a lot of times I don't even know what I'm designing. I'm just in there like, let's put a line here. Let's do some half square triangles here. That happens to me a lot. Or I know, oh, this one I want to have pumpkins. So obviously it's a pumpkin, but what would be the ideal size for this? Okay, we have a collection we're working on now that has already been submitted, and I finalized patterns for it, and it's really, really funny because I knew for one of the quilts I wanted to do a large block version but switch it up. So I already knew going into that pattern it was going to be large block. The quilt is huge. It's an 80 by 80. And to me that's the largest I usually go.
Yeah.
But then there was another quilt and I wasn't going to do it. And I messaged my mom about it. I actually talked to my quilter about it. It's probably one of the smaller quilts I've done, but the blocks really needed to be smaller. And it was awesome. I think it just depends how you're feeling, but I do usually start with block size.
Yeah. A lot of times I'll make a quilt and I'll think, like I've got one older pattern that I'll probably bring it back with a collection we're sharing this spring. And I've just thought all along, it is a big block pattern.
Yeah.
But I've thought that would be so much cuter, a little bit smaller. And so sometimes I'll go that way, but then sometimes I'll think, oh, well, this would be cuter, bigger. I'll see Chelsi's bigger block quilts and I'll think, I should make that block bigger. So sometimes I'll do that too. And
yeah. I mean, and I also think things just naturally evolve when you're designing. It works out.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this, sometimes I am designing something and I scratch the whole thing. It's just not working. It's not working with my fabrics. It's not appealing to me.
Right.
And I just will scratch the whole thing.
So you both start with block sizes, but does that then lead to the overall size of the quilt? Do you know how many, you're going to do, I don't know, like 4x4 or 5x5 prior to? So then pretty early on, then depending on the border, right, you'll know the general size of your quilt, correct?
And EQ really helps with that because you can just plug those, if you're going to do 3 across and 4 down or 5 across and 6 down, you can see those measurements on the screen just like that.
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, and sometimes I don't like the size of the quilt, so I add in sashing and 3 borders. I have done that this time. I was just thinking, I'll just add a few more borders. And it's cool looking.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
So by the time you're done designing the blocks and how many, then there still could be adjustment to the size because of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it can never really shrink though, because you can't take, unless you have you ever decided to like take a whole row away? Like, actually this is too big.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make, instead, if it's a 5x6, I'll make it a 4x5 because of the borders I want to put there.
Well, and also you can do math. Maybe I have done a 24-inch block and I really just decide I don't want a large block quilt, and I change because of math to a 12-inch block.
Right.
And it all sizes down perfectly.
Or a 16-inch block.
A mat to an 8-inch block.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know, oh, well, the size of the pieces is smaller, but the math works out perfectly because I've just reduced it by half.
Right.
So.
Because of math.
Because of math.
Because of math.
Well, I think you're more using math. I don't know if it's because of math.
Yeah.
He kept saying that. I said, well.
I'm so tired. I wasn't trying to sound smart. I promise you.
What would Mrs. Fulmer think? You know?
She would be so proud. I have a quick story. I really struggled with math. And I will say this, I didn't put a lot of effort in. In elementary and middle school, I did fine. I knew my math facts. I knew the whole thing. Once you got in algebra and all the stuff, and I decided to stop doing my assignments. And back then, you didn't have cell phones or Infinite Campus to look on your kids, check your kids' grades daily. My mom,
ChatGPT to answer the question for you.
Yeah. My mom finds out about it. There was like something that got sent home. She pulled me out of school. I was in the middle of math class with an amazing teacher, and my teacher shouted from the rooftops, "I love your mother." And she clapped and hurrahed and was like, "This is amazing." And I went home and I did made up all those assignments and brought. My mom was good friends with her and would substitute for her, but my mom is an excellent math teacher and has currently been helping my oldest with her algebra math. And my daughter came home and says, "Mom, Grandma is an amazing math teacher."
Oh,
and I was like, it's all coming full circle because I used to complain about math. Anyways, going back.
Well, Mom, question.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't mind, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Of all your 4 children, was there any other children that you had to pull out of school in the middle of a school day to go home and complete assignments?
No.
I didn't think so.
Just Chelsea. But okay. I knew that would make an impression on Chelsea. Like,
yeah.
Because she loved, actually, she was very social at school and she wanted to be there with her friends. So I was like, you know what? If she wants to be with her friends, she's going to have to do her work.
Good parenting, let me tell you. And it did leave an impression. And I made sure to stay on top of it after that. I was a social butterfly.
So the last question I have with this whole sizing topic today is then going back to the actual fabrics. And so you obviously have small prints, medium, and large prints. When you're designing the fabric, how do you come up with that? Do you know certain lines need more or less, or are they all pretty much equal in the amount of large to small to medium sized prints, or how do you go about that when deciding the size of those?
I'm going to go ahead and answer this. It needs to be equal. We normally have one large floral. That's the largest we go. After that, we like to have a mix of medium florals and basics and small florals and basics. So we have a good mix of each. And I feel like it's a nice balance for us. Even when we had our design meeting at Quilt Market this year, Mom suggested we should probably add in this design. And then I said also we should probably add in another medium floral just while we were all meeting together. What I'm grateful for is it comes really natural to us now. And we both kind of recognize it pretty quickly. And normally we don't have to make that adjustment, but this time I did notice we were missing a couple elements that were left out.
Yeah. Everything Chelsea said, agreed. Yeah, we love having that one kind of, you focus large print floral in the collection, but then you do kind of need an even amount of medium and small to balance everything out, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's more small and medium prints that are more the equal. There's less large prints.
Yes,
there's
fewer large prints.
Do you just do one, or do you do?
we've had 2 at the most, right?
Yeah.
But one is
Strawberry
usually
Lemonade had 2 larger prints.
Yeah.
Yeah. The large floral, and then there was another floral that was quite large.
Yeah.
That was the exception.
And then is that sort of standard for a lot of other designers as well, would you say?
I would agree.
Yeah. Because the smaller prints and the medium prints really are more usable than the larger prints. So
Yeah.
I feel like
And
they are the bulk of most collections.
Gotcha. And then the large prints also you guys use for borders and backings.
Borders and backings.
More
Yeah.
than the inside of the piecing. Okay.
Right.
But I will say this, we've had our 60-inch wide prints that also serve as a great large print for backings.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's kind of something we've done.
Yeah.
And those have been popping up a little more frequently, would you say, in your
Yeah.
collections? With the larger...
Well, we've had recently, and then we've had those 60-inch wide backs with the grandmother's flower garden and the Dresden.
the
Yeah.
cheater
So these were
ones.
bigger
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were really fun.
Well, is there anything else then that maybe I didn't think of that you guys would mention as far as the sizing of any of those topics we talked about?
I don't think so. I just thought it was a great topic.
Great topic.
Something we really haven't, been diving into.
Yeah.
So,
I just thought because it is mentioned a lot
yeah.
when you're sharing the quilts, so I didn't know if there was...
Yeah.
Well, we could jump into it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is great.
Okay, so our next one, we're doing another really non-quilting.
Yay.
I'm
topic.
so excited
But-
when Billy sent over the outline. I thought, oh, it's going to be so fun. And I played it with my kids last night too.
So this comes out Monday, obviously. Friday this week is Halloween. And we've talked about Halloween in the past, some quilting stuff and costumes and things like that. My mom's not the biggest fan of Halloween.
Neither am I.
However,
But we both love fall.
Fall.
We both love fall.
They made that very clear. But last year also we did the start, bench, and cut game with Thanksgiving dinner topic. So I thought this would be a good time to bring it back, but make it Halloween themed. And I had to do a few different categories within categories because, as you probably can think of, we're going to talk about some candy. There's a lot of candies out there. So we got some candy, some decor, costumes, movies for everyone to think about. So I'll go ahead and read the topics and give you
And
your
all
options.
of you play along with us.
Yeah.
Like you can write down what you think.
I just got to ask you, Billy, though, did you come up with all these all yourself?
I did. Yes.
This was very creative.
Yeah.
You did
so
an
good.
amazing job. So
Well,
He
thank
is
you.
so
yes.
good.
Because like at first I was like, oh, I'll just do 2 different. I'm like, no, I cannot do just 2 different candies. There's
Yeah.
2, like we're leaving something out that. Okay. So our first category is chocolate candy. There's 3 different chocolate candies. So your first options, Reese's peanut butter cups, Snickers, and M&Ms. And I put whatever your favorite M&M. If you like peanut M&Ms, plain,
Yeah.
peanut butter, whatever. M&Ms. So, Mom, go ahead and start. Which one are
Okay.
you starting? Which is on the bench and which are you cutting?
I'm starting the Reese's peanut butter cups, the traditional, benching the M&Ms, and cutting the Snickers.
I already put all my numbers down. So
Okay.
this is interesting. Reese's are number 1. I do not like chocolate. It has to have peanut butter in it. So Reese's is my start. M&M, peanut butter M&Ms is my bench, and I cut the Snickers.
Oh, you both cut Snickers.
Yeah.
Both cut Snickers.
Not a fan.
After me looking at this category, I said, why did I put my 3 favorite
Yeah, why would you
chocolate
do
candies
that?
all in once? But
You put them all in one
I
category.
think so. But I think probably because they were the first 3 that came to my head, they're my favorite ones. So those are my 3 favorite. So I'm going to say
He'll say M&M.
M&M's. I'll
Yep.
start.
I know you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll
I know
bench
you.
the Reese's, and I guess I'll cut the Snickers too, but I really like Snickers. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Interesting.
Billy always had a pack of M&Ms.
I don't know. It
growing
was something about plain M&Ms that always have
Yeah.
hit the spot for me.
I like the peanut M&Ms now. But
up.
I used to like...
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Okay.
Chocolate candy number 2. We have Kit Kats, 3 Musketeers, and Twix.
I'm going to go first on this. Twix is absolutely my start. There's just something about having the wafer and the milk chocolate and the caramel. I'm going to bench Kit Kat because I love a good Kit Kat. And then I am going to cut Three Musketeers. Not a fan. It honestly makes me sick thinking about it.
You don't like the fluffy?
Oh my goodness. It makes me just cringe. Not a good texture.
All right, Mom.
Mine are exactly the same order as Chelsea's on this one too. So yeah, I'm going to start the Twix, bench the Kit Kat, and cut the Three Musketeers. But I don't have as big of a problem with the
you
Three
don't.
Musketeers.
I've seen
as
you
do.
eat a Three Musketeers.
I can eat those if I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to switch it up then. I'm going to start Kit Kat,
I knew it.
Three Musketeers on my bench, and bench cut the Twix.
Cut the Twix.
Wow.
I can do it without Twix.
Okay.
I can do it without
Wow.
Twix. Okay, chocolate candy 3, our last chocolate candies. We have the standard Hershey bar. If you want to say Hershey almond too, I'm fine with that. A Crunch bar and a Butterfinger.
Crunch bar, start. Bench the Hershey bar, cut the Butterfinger. I can't stand Butterfingers. I do not like them at all.
Okay, well, let me tell you a quick story. Dad and I used to go to Wally's, as it used to be called. It's Green Valley Grocery now. And a Crunch bar was kind of our thing, but a Butterfinger was also our thing. So I'm going to start the Butterfinger.
Wow.
So flaky, so good. Bench the Crunch bar because of memories with Dad. And then, cut the Hershey. Just so gross.
Hershey chocolate is gross.
Well, if it's with other things, but I can't do straight chocolate.
Okay. I am going to start the Crunch bar.
Oh.
Actually, wait, I think I'm doing same Mom.
Are you?
Bench Hershey and cut Butterfinger.
cut
I'm not a fan of Butterfingers
Oh my
either.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
not a fan.
Dad should be playing this with us.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have some non-chocolate candy. We have Starbursts, candy corns, and Skittles.
See, these are like
Wait.
3 of my favorites in
Wait.
one category.
really?
Now I know.
Can
Yeah.
I go first,
Yeah.
though? Because this was so hard for me. And the reason why is candy corn is seasonal. So I only eat it one time a year. And because I only have it once a year, it is so amazing. So I put that as a start. But the Starburst has a core memory for me. You guys are all going to think this
I
is
know
crazy.
what this is.
She knows what this is. So
Billy should have this memory too.
Oh, yeah. And Billy, you should know, my old bishop's kids in Las Vegas taught us how to swim. And they would throw Starburst at the bottom of the pool.
Yep.
And you had to dive for them. And then you got to have the Starburst. Yep. I will never forget the taste of a Starburst seeped
Saturated
in chlorine.
With chlorine.
Yep.
Okay. And you want to know what? This might cause problems down the road. But that is a core memory for me. And I just have a little delightful moment every time I eat a Starburst because of that. So benching the Starburst for that reason.
Why wouldn't you start
Benching?
it? Oh,
You're
no,
not
you already started
Fine.
candy corn. My bad.
No.
No, you said it. I'm sorry. I forgot you even talked about the candy corn.
But because candy corn is so seasonal and I only have once a year moment with it. So candy corn, Starburst, cut the Skittles.
Cut Skittles. Okay. All right,
Because
Mom.
of the weird
Okay.
Skittles commercials. I just can't.
So, same thing, actually. The candy corn has to be the starter.
Yeah, you
I
only get it
love
once a
candy
year.
corn, but I cannot eat it because I cannot stop eating candy corn. Like, I can eat a whole bag.
And you're sick to
And
your
it's
stomach.
sickening. And so I literally haven't purchased candy corn for over 2 years.
I'm going to leave some on your doorstep.
Because I'm terrified because I can't stop eating it. Like,
That's her
I
Halloween
love
nightmare.
candy
Well,
corn.
maybe someone could bring you a small bag of it.
That's what I need because if I buy the bag at the store, I'm going to eat
What
the
if
whole
I just
bag.
bring you doses of it?
Yeah.
Like
yeah, because
tiny
I
little
love
bags.
candy corn. And I know it's probably really bad for you.
Oh, it's
Isn't it
awful.
just
It's just straight
wax
sugar.
and
Straight
sugar?
Yeah.
waxy sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's horrible. All this stuff is horrible.
Yeah.
But
But Starbursts are next and Skittles are last. So bench the Starburst, cut the Skittles. But I actually do like Skittles.
Yeah.
So I like
I hate
all
the
three
green
of these.
ones. That's why I cut it.
Yeah. I like all 3 of these.
Ugh.
okay, so I will start Starbursts, bench Skittles, and cut the candy corn.
Oh, you don't like candy
Whoa.
corn?
I mean, it's
Wax.
Wow.
I don't crave it at all. So
Okay. Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
okay,
Yeah.
next non-chocolate candy, our last candy. Then we'll move on to some other stuff. We have Nerds, Sour Patch Kids, and Airheads.
Okay, I need a reminder on these 3 candies because I'm not super familiar with them.
Okay, so Airheads has the balloon on it, and it's in
like
a strip.
A taffy.
It's like a taffy, but it's tart.
Okay.
And then the Sour Patch Kids has the layer of gummies. They
Oh,
have them
okay.
in ropes. They have them in the kids.
They have a very sour.
Okay.
Sour.
Goes
Okay.
away.
And Nerds are in the little box.
In the little box.
Little teeny hard candies.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first, Chelsea, so Mom can think of.
Sour Patch, but the ropes. Am I allowed to make that distinction?
That's fine.
Oh, it's my favorite. And sometimes I'll do the chopped chunks. I love them. They are my favorite thing. Nerds is gonna be benched, and then I hate Airheads with a passion. And my little brother Sean used to eat them all the time.
He did.
Oh, it was disgusting. And
They
so
show up in
cut.
Halloween candy a lot, I think, because they're sort of they come in those.
Awful.
Yeah.
They're awful. They're like leather.
Yeah.
I'll go second, Mom, if you want to keep thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm going Nerds first. I've always liked.
It's too
Nerds.
much work.
I know, but
It's too much work.
I like them. And then they have the Nerds gummies now too that are
the Nerds gummy ropes are legit.
I got addicted to those for a while, and then I overdid it, so I don't even like them anymore. But
Nerds ropes.
I'll do Sour Patch Kids on my bench, and I'll cut the Airheads too. I don't like Airheads.
Yeah, nasty.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the same order, I guess, as both of you. Nerds first, because that's the one I really remember.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's same as me. Chelsea started.
Yeah, I did Sour Patch.
Oh, same as you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Love
Sour
a
Patch.
good sour candy.
On the bench, because I also like sour.
Yeah.
And Airheads are disgusting. So,
Yeah.
But none of those 3 candies would tempt me at all.
Wow.
Okay, now we're going to move on to some decor.
Oh, one really quick thing. That's what I do sometimes, though, when I buy Halloween candy to pass out.
Yeah, you buy the worst candy.
I buy like the Nerds and the sour, the things I don't like, because then I
Yeah.
don't eat it. Then it's just to give to the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you guys go.
So,
Okay, so now we're going to do decor. The first 3 options you have here are ghosts, witches, and black cats.
Can I please go first?
Yes.
I want to cut them all.
Well, you can't.
I'm not.
Someone's got to play.
I don't like novelty for Halloween.
That's why I put those 3 on the same line.
Okay, fine.
Well, actually, the other ones are, yeah, but anyway.
I am going to do. You want to know what? I had a cat growing up. I'm going to start the cat.
Okay.
Start the cat. And then I'll do the ghosts and I'll cut the witches. I just am not like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm not happy right now.
Okay, Mom.
yeah, I'm kind of like Chelsea. I'm not like a big fan of any of them. And, you know, the decoration, we've got some people in our neighborhood that are big time into Halloween.
There's a ghost at your neighbor's house.
They just put those ghosts up yesterday. But down here, there's pirate ships that have been constructed. We've watched this family building these lit pirate ships. There's 2 of them in their front yard, right across from the park if you go home that way. Anyway, crazy Halloween decor. And I'm just not into it. But
not into it.
I would say the ghosts are kind of cute, actually, that I've seen going up. So
they are.
I'm going to start the ghost. I'm going to bench the witches just because I did make my daughters witch costumes when they were little.
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
We'll cut the black
There's a
cats.
certain part of witches I like.
Yes.
What do you think, Billy? Because I've seen pictures of your house.
Place. Yeah. Isabel,
What?
She likes decorating.
Why isn't Isabel here to play this with us?
I'll ask her to fill this all out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the. I like the black cats. I'll go with the black cats, ghosts, and then I'll cut the witches.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I think that's same as you, huh, Chelsea? Yeah.
Yeah. The next one is perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So
happy
the
with
next one we have pumpkins, also for decor. Pumpkins, skeletons, and spiders.
Easy peasy.
And spider webs
Start
too.
the pumpkins.
Start the pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bench the skeletons. I love a good little skeleton. And because remember those candies that were skeleton? It was all the different bones, and you could put it together and make a body.
Yeah.
No.
You remember that? Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to cut the spiders. Nobody hates spiders more than me. I just think they are disgusting.
Yeah, totally 100% with Chelsea.
It's not real spiders you have to put on your walls.
It's the idea.
And like the cotton spider web.
Oh, I can't. And have you seen people dress up their dogs as spiders for Halloween? Yeah. I just
If you have a small dog.
My dog is
your dog going to have a costume?
I might do something for social media, but I just want him to be like a little ghost or something. He's going to be so cute.
Yeah, I'm start the pumpkins, bench the skeletons, cut the spiders. I do not like spiders.
Spiders. 8 eyes?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they have 8 legs.
8 legs.
8 legs.
I think they have more than, they have a few eyes. But.
I might have to add that to the Easter on a Sunday list.
I'm Googling it right now.
They have weird eyes, but I don't.
How many eyes?
You probably should cut this.
Spiders. Nope, it's staying in. You want to know what? You guys are wrong.
What?
They have 8 eyes.
They do?
And 8 legs.
Wow.
These eyes are typically arranged in 4 pairs with 2 large eyes in the front and 6 smaller eyes around the side of their head.
Oh.
8 legs, 8 eyes. Wha-bam.
I learned something.
Billy, you are not cutting this.
All right, I'll let you have
Not
your
cutting
moment.
this.
Oh, wow. Now I dislike spiders even more.
I'm going to start skeletons.
Okay.
I'll bench the spiders
Thank you.
and cut the pumpkins.
You don't like pumpkins?
They're sort of, they don't stand out very much to me.
Oh my goodness.
What is wrong? Billy has never, I challenge you to go to the corn maze. Challenge you.
Okay, the next one are costumes. I did some boycott, and you probably know why I picked these
I know
costumes.
why. And I explained to my children last night, do you know why he put this on here? And they all just stared at me. They're like, we don't care.
So I did actual costumes. I believe my mom has made all of these at one point.
Yes, she has.
Because there's obviously an infinite amount of costumes we could rank, but we'll do these. So for boys, Ninja Turtle, Spider-Man, and Batman.
We want to hear your answer first.
Yes.
These are.
I put them right in order for me.
Okay.
So Ninja Turtle costume was my favorite costume ever, and then my Spider-Man, and then my mom also did a Batman costume for me.
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah.
Billy
so
always had the best costumes.
Because he was the oldest.
Some type of
Yeah.
crime fighting, martial art superhero.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, now I want to go because I want to tell my mom how she was amazing and made every costume. It's something I don't do. I choose not to make my kids' costumes. But I did go Spider-Man as number 1 because I am the recipient of Billy's costumes. He would wear them year round sometimes. And we had a banister. We had an upstairs, and he would get on this banister and slide down it or whatever. And I was just terrified. And Billy would be in his Spider-Man costume. We have images of this. But I do have core memories of the Vegas house, and that was one of them. Ninja Turtle, number 2, because that was a big deal for Billy and my younger brother, Sean. And Batman, I actually don't remember as much, but I do remember seeing a picture of it.
Yeah, I didn't really wear that one more.
Yeah.
Just wore it
but these were very core memories for me. It's so funny.
Yeah. No, I loved that Ninja Turtle costume. That took a lot of work. It had a stuffed felt shell and a cotton jumpsuit, and you made the bands for the hands and the elbows and the knee. I mean, it was a lot of work.
It was a big deal.
My mother-in-law thought I was insane. Well, first she thought that because I spent like $50 on all the fabric, and that was a lot back in the and she was like, you don't have the money to buy that fabric, and you don't have the time to make that costume. And she was like not happy with me.
It was so good.
But it turned out so good. And then Billy wore it a couple years, and then my younger son Sean wore it a couple years. Didn't Finn wear it?
No.
Did Finn never wear it?
Everyone keeps bringing this up, and Finn never wore it.
Oh, okay. Well, my boys both wore it.
Yeah.
Number
wish Finn
2 would be Batman, because that was easier to make than Spider-Man. Spider-Man was a nightmare. It was
she
like
did
this,
the webbing.
I had to
the
draw it
costume.
with a Sharpie marker
Yeah.
on the slippery fabric. It was a nightmare.
He had a mask.
Yeah.
Like a full-on mask.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That
It's
was a lot
costume.
of work.
Dude.
I think that was like kind of what like, yeah.
Turned you off to doing costumes?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I did make more after that, but
She did. She made my kids' costumes.
yeah.
Okay, so second category of costumes here, we have a witch, Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and Disney princess.
I have to go first again.
Because
Okay.
I feel like you might have made a couple Disney princesses over the years.
I have to start witch because I was a witch for like 8
7
years.
years.
Yeah. There was just, my mom had these witch costumes.
And yet you
in
cut
room.
the witch on your decor.
Not for decor, but for me, little Chelsea loved the witch. Dorothy of Wizard of Oz is number 2. Not only did my mother make me that costume, but I wore it to my class party, and my daughters both also wore it. And
I got you red ruby slippers from Target.
Ruby slippers from Target. It was a very big deal. I was so happy and proud of that costume. Disney princess number 3, because I think my sister was Jasmine and I just wasn't vibing with it. But
Oh, you were never a Disney princess?
never.
Oh, it's just Candace?
Chelsea, I did
Well,
not.
Ashton was a Disney princess.
Ashton was Elsa, and my mom.
That was the last
did-
costume I made, I think.
Yeah.
Was the Elsa costume.
Dorothy is huge to me too, though, because I was Glinda the Good Witch in a school play, and
Yes.
the dress was outstanding.
That was a fun dress.
It was outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, have at it.
Oh, I already did mine. I was first.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just, oh no, the
You didn't
girls.
do
That's
this
right.
one. You gotta
oh,
pick the
yeah.
girls.
I guess I didn't
Billy's
even think
like,
about
Yeah.
the girls.
it. Let's do witch. And Disney princess of, let's do,
What?
I don't know which one. Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
And then Dorothy.
okay. Well, I'm going to put Dorothy
goodness.
first because I just love that costume. It's so cute.
It's good.
And I guess Disney princess second and witch third.
Who are you?
Just because the witch costumes are so plain. But I made Candace that costume from the movie Titanic.
She made
Oh.
stinking what's her bucket from Titanic.
I made that dress for her.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
And
Well,
she
Kate
was-
Winslet was the
Kate-
actress,
yes.
but
Yeah.
whatever her name was. in
Yeah,
the
I can't
movie.
remember what her name was in the movie.
Rose.
Yeah.
Rose.
Rose. That
Right.
was fun. That was a fun
Yeah.
costume to make. And I put beads on it. And
I didn't know
everything.
that. I didn't know she was her from the Titanic.
Yeah, it was either fourth
That's
or
funny.
fifth grade.
That is really funny. I'm
Yeah.
laughing so hard. I'm not even going to say anything else. Good for you, Candace, for being Rose from Titanic.
Yeah, she was in elementary school, so I don't even know. How did she watch the movie? Like, did I let you guys watch the movie?
You
No.
showed us all the movies sitting down. You don't remember this? You were like, you guys have to watch the Titanic. And
You
then
showed us parts, obviously.
Oh,
part.
maybe I skipped
Yeah,
some
she
I think we
parts.
did,
skipped
and I will
some.
never forget it
Okay.
because she was like, everyone's gonna leave the room. Well, I fast forward this, and we had to do it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And it was 2 parts, and by the end of the movie, we were all like, can we go now? This is insane.
I don't remember this.
well, because obviously, history-wise, Titanic is a
Right.
big deal, and I think that's why she wanted us. But Mom was just like with the remote, like Titanic.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so last 2 categories are 2 movies categories. The first one here, the options are Hocus Pocus, Charlie Brown Halloween, and Casper the Friendly Ghost.
What's Hocus Pocus?
Oh,
I do not know that movie.
Mom!
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's a
gosh!
Disney movie.
It's a Disney
It's
movie.
the 3 witches.
It is the most famous thing
Really?
ever.
I've
Wow.
never.
Okay, you
Wow.
and Dad need to watch Hocus
Whoa!
Pocus.
Okay.
Tonight,
Over the
watch
next
Hocus Pocus.
few days,
They
yeah.
made
Okay.
a number 2 recently.
Oh.
Well, okay.
Oh, you're gonna surprise some people with that,
You
Mom.
are really
Really?
gonna surprise
Yeah.
people. We
I
used
don't-
to watch it on Disney Channel every year.
Really? I don't remember watching that.
Sarah
So-
Jessica
Charlie-
Parker's in it.
No, I've never watched that. Wow.
Okay, so you go first then, Mom. We
Bette
know what
Midler,
you're
Okay,
cutting.
Charlie Brown Halloween is first. Been there, done that from the time I was little. Casper the Friendly Ghost, and then Hocus Pocus. We'll have to.
Okay. Hocus Pocus is numero uno.
Wow.
It is starting.
It's good?
That was my whole childhood.
Is it a good movie?
It is such a good movie.
Okay.
It is so funny. It is so funny. My kids love it. Charlie Brown is number 2 because I'm actually the cartoon for fall and the cartoon for Christmas.
Yeah.
Those were just like core memories.
Yeah.
So Charlie Brown, Halloween, and then Casper is number 3. Like, I watched Casper multiple times, but I just thought it was weird.
Oh.
I really was just like, this is a weird, stinking movie. I'm afraid Billy's going to pick it as number 1.
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, good.
Charlie Brown, number 1 as well. And then Hocus Pocus and
Yes,
Casper.
thank
last.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Yep.
So, Ghostbusters,
Oh, yeah.
Beetlejuice. Is Haunted Mansion a movie, or are you just talking about
Oh,
Disneyland?
Yeah. So, okay, last category, Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice, Haunted Man. No, Eddie Murphy did one.
Eddie Murphy
and
did
then
a
there was
Haunted
another
Mansion.
one recently,
Oh, I
too.
think I
New
saw that.
one.
I think I saw the Eddie Murphy version. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my answers might surprise you because I was really, really I hated Ghostbusters, and it gave me nightmares. So but let me just tell you how bad these 3 things are for me. That's how much I hate all 3 of these. I did pick Ghostbusters for number 1 just because I remembered it the most.
Okay.
When I read these. Haunted Mansion number 2 because I knew about Eddie Murphy, the movie, but I really enjoy the ride at Disneyland. It's my dad. I always wanted to ride with my dad on that ride. And he made it so fun. Like, he would laugh and like point things out to me. I do have good memories at Disneyland. There were certain rides I wanted to go on my dad with. But Beetlejuice, this is really funny. My mom and I had a conversation the other day because I designed a quilt pattern, and my mom goes, I'm really sorry, but this just looks like Beetlejuice. and I go, oh my goodness, you are correct. And I despise Beetlejuice with a passion. I just thought I know how much hype it has. Beetlejuice is weird. Okay. I'm cutting that thing and I'm sending Beetlejuice back to wherever he came from. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. I'm not a Beetlejuice fan either, but I do have to say Ghostbusters is the first movie I ever walked out of. Like, in the theater, my friend and I were there, and we were I think it was my senior year, and we were like, we're going to go see this movie, and we were both, I don't know if we just like both were not like in the
It's weird
sense of humor. We were like, what is this movie? And we got up and walked out. And then later I watched it again and I was like, why did I walk out? Like, I like this movie.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really
was
remember
fine.
like why I left.
I was scared of it.
I remember just thinking it was the stupidest thing I'd ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
And but I'm gonna put it first.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I love that movie, and I ended up seeing all the other Ghostbusters, however many there were. And then we'll do Haunted Mansion second, and Beetlejuice. That was just always way too weird for me.
Yeah.
So
It has it is a big deal
Yeah.
to some people. People love Beetlejuice, but
yeah,
So obviously with movies, Halloween, I don't think any of us. I'm a sort of a scaredy cat, so I don't like the really horror
Same.
movies. So
Me
these are all
either.
fairly
Yeah.
family
the
friendly.
commercials
sort of,
lately have
yeah.
been awful, and I am terrified of
I
them.
know. I'm like, who watches those movies?
I don't
They're
do
so
horror.
Scary.
I don't even do suspense well. It scares me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, but I put these 3, I think we're like a little more step up and more towards the adult, but not obviously like
Right.
rated R or slasher films or anything
Right.
like
Yeah.
that, right? But wow, that really surprises me. We are all related, and I am a huge
Beetlejuice fan?
Well, I'm a huge Tim Burton fan.
Oh,
I love all
yeah.
his films. I love all his films, and I mean, Beetlejuice is weird. That's the sort of the point of it. But
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, I think it's a really good film. So, and I really like Ghostbusters. I mean, Bill Murray's that. You obviously just the humor went over your head at that time, Mom, because
guess.
I mean, that's pretty. Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray I mean, that's gold.
Now I love
So,
it, but yeah.
Beetlejuice 1, then I'll do Ghostbusters 2, and then Haunted Mansion as 3. cut.
So
But I
funny.
really have loved the Wednesday season 1 and season 2
yeah.
Tim
on
Burton's
Netflix.
associated
And
with
he's
that.
associated with that.
Oh, yeah,
And
he
I
produced and
love
directs
that
it.
show. I thought they all did a fantastic
Yeah.
job of acting in that. And
Wednesday's great.
yeah.
Well, that is our start, bench, and cut, our Halloween version. So
Yeah.
hopefully that took a little bit, but hopefully people enjoyed it. If they didn't, they were free to change the channel.
Yeah.
But,
So
but we made
have a wonderful, happy Halloween. And
Yeah. We'll
don't eat too much candy corn.
Our next episode is going to be on Monday, November 10th. We are excited to see you there. But yeah, this podcast was just so much fun.
oh, we should probably note, because my mom will be just getting back from Hawaii. It's going to be a guest interview.
Yes,
for
it's
that-
going to be
for
a
that
guest
interview.
interview.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks so much for stopping by.